this time of year, the importance of every game is magnified. A mid-season top 10 clash and the message it will send the playoff committee might well resonate the rest of the season. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Verrier. Finds his man, it's Wilcox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff position. positioning, all the things that go with a mid-season showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Pulls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback making checks. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse this offense, hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Looking downfield, it's Verrier. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Wilcox. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. This time it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's right down the boulevard. The lead is now 4 here in the first. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Now improvising. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the...
Got a lot of room to the right. Inside the 50. At the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To throw, it's Verrier. He's moving out of the pocket. It's on target and complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They just keep firing. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, TCU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He wants to throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't work the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Verrier. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He's looking to pass. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wilcox. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air. It's Verrier. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the ball comes to rest right there. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, give up the run and get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Verrier. Gets it out quickly. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Got his man quickly. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Wants to throw. It's Verrier. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Armstrong. Touchdown, Bama! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to buy time. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Got a man. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, TCU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half. They've been calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
So much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw. It's Verrier. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of this.
Turning it on! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Verrier. Finds a spot in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Wilcox. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. Touchdown, TCU! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback size, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Back to throw, it's Verrier. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilcox. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe they'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of...
Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter. Get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards. Get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Caught in the backfield. It's Armstrong. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Direct snap. Got some room in under the goal line. And he waltzes over to score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Scanning the field, it's Verrier. It's caught. The 2-pointer is good, and now we have a 1-possession game. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Steps away. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. And that one falls incomplete. Tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on first down. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Wilcox.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass, it's Verrier. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab on the left. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going.
And it's his fourth interception of the night. They make the set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose. He is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a fourth down and decision time. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Verrier. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. The short hands, it's Dahl. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
second down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Running to Green. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
The snap sets up the throw, using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued. TCU. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Verrier. Throws to the tight end. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally.
Back's going for the goal line. And they're going to put a